Okay, guys, can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay, so you guys can hear me. Hidden cannot. Plus, my mic's not working.
Still can't hear you. Oh, good evening, everybody. Looks like I'm going to be the only one talking tonight because Pocket can't seem to get his microphone or camera working. Good evening, Funny Toro. Good evening, Blackhawk. Good evening, Mortified. Glad
Tell
to
him
have
in
you
chat,
here.
guys, that you guys can hear me,
Still
but he
can't
can't.
hear you. That is so weird. They can hear you, but I can't. Interesting. This is going to be something, huh? Let me try reloading back in real quick. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry guys. I think it might be his microphone is set up with the wrong setting. I know my speaker or my camera for some reason is giving me a little bit of hassles. I don't really know why because I've shut down everything. I think it was thinking I had Zoom open earlier. But good day, guys. We'll give him a chance to get in here. I know he did pop everybody in there. Good day. Can you hear me now? Check your. Somebody tell him to check his
Let's see if I can do
speaker output. Oh, thank you, Paul. Let's do that. And then we'll hopefully get on the same page and then can get through this.
It is going out through my headphones. I just pulled you up on YouTube so I can hear you through there.
Okay, odd. Well, hello then, Hidden. How are you? There's going to be a nice delay, isn't there, now? This is going to be a funny thing to go through.
Doing well. This is going to be very weird.
Yeah, I don't get why they can hear me, but you can't. So this will be interesting. Let's see how we do this. Because I really don't know what else to fix on it. If you want to have a chat on some of your stuff, I'll maybe exit out completely. I'm going to reboot my computer and see if I can get everything working at once, and then maybe that'll fix all our problems. I'm rebooting my computer. Take it away.
Right. Yeah. All right, guys. So the latest update on PR. I'm waiting for Cyril to finish the NFTs. He's kind of gone MIA on me, but I'm going to reach out to him right now, actually, see where he's at with that. As far as, literally no volume, I'm waiting for Alchemy to be free to help get Alchemy bots working again because this is on a V2 pool. So that I can at least get some sort of volume going. I've been buying and selling on a personal wallet or two just to try and get some sort of volume going, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. Flex, I mean, obviously Flex is doing amazing right now. Bill is killing it with the trades. He's sent out I want to say close to 10,000 dividends in the past 3 days. Let's see what else we got here. Good day, Hess. Last I checked, that was actually already compounded. Let me double check. Jim made the post and then it was gone. this over here so I can see what you guys are saying. Pretty much, as soon as there's any open space in this, it's gone. Even quicker when somebody knows they have to take money out and they announce it. Tell you 1 second once it loads. $16.4. Oh, actually, you are right. There's about $2,000 to compound right now. My bad. Ooh. Now, are you going to be setting it up, or is it through Shiny himself? I know the feeling. Especially recently, everything's just been a shit show. I was doing Forex trading again. That account got liquidated after 2 weeks. Had a really good run, made about $1,500 in 2 weeks. Then got caught in a really bad, really bad set of trades Monday. So, oh, okay. That's the one where you put in a set amount, right? I'm still weary on bots. The only bot that I know actually 100% works is the Alchemy bot, and I got to get that running again. So I guess I can't say it 100% works. EFX algo. Interesting. You got a link for that? And of course, they're only ever going to work in the right conditions. Yeah, if you would, MG, that'd be cool. Give me 1 second. I got to do something. Got that 3D printer running at the same time, and it's acting up. So, thank you. That'd be cool. I'll keep an eye on that. I tend to agree. Mortified. Like I said, back when we had it running good and running well, Alchemy Trades was one of the best bots I've ever had. I made a lot of money with Alchemy Trades. Yeah, but the problem with that is you got to watch it 24/7. Even when you have the parameters specified, the bots just don't. They aren't able to actually watch the charts like we can and look and see the upcoming trends. But I think that's going to change here with Chat GPT 5 coming out fairly shortly. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? VMB is another one of those coins where it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda. So for the EFX algo, I'm guessing it's a protocol. And obviously, we all know who and what Shiny is and how he does. I mean, I never thought one person leaving a protocol could tank it. But Shiny Jackal is a prime example of that. Forex or crypto? And I'm not avoiding your question from earlier, Funny. I'm only in PRB and Flex, so I can't really tell you much more on Voltec or anything else. It's a Forex bot. Like I said, I was running a bot called the Sauce. Put in $1,600 after buying the bot and everything. Made $1,500 in a little less than 2 weeks, and then Monday into Friday got caught in a really bad trade and liquidated.
What are we
I still
talking
can't
about?
hear you.
You can't hear me?
What is going on?
That makes no sense. If they can hear me, you should be able to hear me. Audio. Default. Microsoft. Microphone.
FlexDex is doing great right now. We're nearing 500K. Let me pull up YouTube again because I can't hear.
Yeah, so weird.
I can't hear Pocket.
I don't know what's up. What did I miss?
Not much.
Okay.
Not much at all.
Yeah, it's so weird that they can hear us, but you can't. So there's gonna be a delay, I guess, because I can hear you just fine. So, just going back, was there anything? If you want to lead today, since it's gonna be a little laggy, you can tell me what to talk about.
You're still talking. I still can't hear you.
Sorry, guys. We'll have to try and figure out this for next time. I actually am switched to a totally different program.
Funny had a quick question about like Voltec and the other stuff that you're in.
Yeah, Voltec's the same thing as before, right? We're waiting for the IRL stuff to happen with Flex, and that will bring revenue to us. There are other things I'm doing in the background, but and with my own stuff that I'm hoping going to help with that. It really nothing's changed. I think we've asked that question a couple times, and I am okay with it. I'll answer it every time. It's just not every week I'll have an answer for you. Yeah, I guess Huss could reboot his computer, but I don't know if, or Hidden could reboot his computer, but I don't know if that'll. Yeah, it's just weird because it seems like it must be on your end. Sorry, and he asked about Voltec and what? And welcome, MG40. Nice to see you here. Yeah. What else did you ask about, Turo? Voltec and oh yeah, you said you probably did PRB. Yeah, other than that, for me, it's Nugget. That's his piano disappeared. Just nice. So yeah, other than that, for me right now, it's Nugget. Nugget's kind of where I'm at. We have a well set up team. We have lots of integrity amongst us. We have lots of the funds are spread out. We're not going to see the same crap we're seeing with Warfi, where one guy kind of takes the pie. And just excited for what that's going to do. So yeah. It didn't go. This is hard, and I think we're losing people because of it. Oh, yeah, okay, we lost Hidden. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Sorry about the whole rigmarole here. Do you want long-term? Just looking at what some people are saying. Mortified, welcome. Haven't seen you in a bit as well. Bots are a joke. Buy low on crypto. You want long-term and hold. Yeah, I mean, within reason, bots can sometimes help you kind of pull a little bit more money if they're done right. Things like Shiny Jackal and stuff, I think, can be a good slow and steady race while you still take advantage of those big pumps. So Nugget, I've done a few videos on it, Huss. And yeah, that sucks because it's probably not your biggest holding, but your biggest holding now that all this other shit is disappearing. So basically we do a mix, and there are a few videos on there, so please don't hesitate to search out those. Basically we do a mix of Shiny Jackal bots, and then we do liquidity farming. We have one guy that's really, really fantastic at it. He does an amazing job. And then we have two other guys that are kind of learning from him, just so we spread out the money. That way nobody's got everything in one hand. And unfortunately, we can't really multi-sig that kind of stuff because it has to be rejigged all the time. But we are managing it in a very diverse way. Our main guy has most of it, but he does a really good job. He is already a very affluent person. I don't want to get into like giving too much information about him if he doesn't want it out there. But he does quite well for himself. He's not here to make any more money. He just likes to see people get helped. And we're pretty close knit with all of us and make sure that we all have eyes on everything. And that's been our biggest problem, right? I mean, Wolf Capital, Warfi now, it's when you have one person in control of everything and something goes wrong and they have no accountability to someone else and nobody's looking over their shoulder to kind of say, hey, are you okay? Or hey, is everything going all right? Oh, it's not going all right. Okay, wow, let's slow down here. Let's stop things. Let's rethink things. Let's jig things. Okay, we lost 20%, but at least it wasn't 100%. Instead, they're going into their own little tunnel, digging themselves a massive hole, and lo and behold, all the funds are gone, and we're all friggin' sitting here going, crap, we just gave our money away again. So yeah, hopefully we'll get hidden back. So that's kind of a quick update on Nugget. And like I said, doing really well. We're averaging 3% plus a week, which is phenomenal kinds of money. There you go. Answered you as you wrote it. And because of liquidity farming. So that's the other thing. And I'll get to that in a second, Tony. That's the funny thing about this, right? Is we're not a one-trick pony either. We have funds in Shiny Jackal bots and we have funds in liquidity farming. So if one thing dies or something catastrophic happens, it's not all in one thing. On top of that, even Shiny Jackal's bots, they're spread out in different assets. So if one tanks on us, hopefully not, they don't all tank on us, kind of thing. So there's lots. I mean, there's still risk, like everything, but and Marcelo, oh, sorry, Hidden's here, but now you're not on camera.
Yeah. I think
you hear me
along with StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
You know what? Hold on one second. Let me open it incognito.
Oh yeah, maybe. So we do have an AMA tomorrow with James Pelton actually. So a little bit of a thing there. So we're going to come on and do that. And then other than that, we'd like to get more regular, but we just don't have a huge community right now. So we're able to get to everybody on the Discord. As we grow, we'll obviously change some things. If you guys haven't noticed, and if you weren't in Warfi's Discord, we've actually now are exclusively with Shiny Jackal. We've opened up a separate Discord specifically for people that want to run the bots with their own money so that it's self-custody. We don't make very much on it, but it's more of an opportunity for us to give you guys the opportunity without kind of tidying it up. Basically for that, the fees would be 10% unless you are a Warfi veteran, as we call them right now, which I'm one of them. Then you can get into it at 7.5% instead of 10%. That's a one-time fee. And then the only time you're paying that fee again on your lump sum that you put in is when you compound every 5K. So as you basically, for simple terms, you put $20,000 in, you don't put it in the bot, sorry, you put you give us 1,500, which 75 or 95% of that goes to Shiny, depending on which way you go. Performance with Shiny bots. Yes, sorry, I'll get to that MG40. So anyways, you put your $20,000 in minus the fee that you give to Shiny and us. We take 0.5 if you're only paying the 7.5%. We take 2.5 if you're paying the 10%, and that goes to us for managing the Discord basically. And we'll probably use it more for Nugget stuff, anyways. And then you're managing your own self-custody bot that Shiny's running for you, where you can see everything in your own portfolio on Bybit or whatever, and you manage and Shiny manages those bots for you. If you don't have those kind of funds, then Nugget is a diversified way to get into it. And we're also opening up another part where it'll be just Shiny Jackal, where you have full access over it. And you'll be able to see kind of what the bots do in that one, because we should be able to pull that off. But MG40, I'm hoping we can do something along those lines, and I think we will be able to. Kind of tough on the eye. The link that Shiny... Pocket, if it would be cool if there was a better way to see the bot performance with the Shiny bots. Just some feedback. The link Shiny gave me is kind of tough on the eye. I'm not sure what link you might be talking about. If you're talking about the ones that you manage yourself, which I think you're in, then I thought that I see that on our side, and it seems to be all right. Like it's kind of a dashboard, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'll take a peek later there. MG40. Doing well with liquidity pools again. Buying red and selling green. Oh, you got a whole new thing there. Can you hear me? Flex Labs. I'll just keep talking. Doing well with liquidity pools, and again, buying red, selling green. I don't lose because if it's red, I don't sell. Coins are for the short term, some for long. I call it a turtle trading. It's not a bad way to do it. And there is actually some ways of managing impermanent loss by and still being able to rebalance your portfolios without actually locking in the impermanent loss. So there are some things you can do with that kind of thing. And I have some courses and stuff that I've gotten in with some people. Sorry, just adjusting that a bit. So there's Mike Dre, who some of you knew. So he's got a little bit of a deal for people coming from me, where you get it for I think $225 instead of $250. So you save like $25. I don't know how long that's going to be going for, because I'm assuming at some point he'll get to a certain size where he'll have to change the price around. But that's one way to learn liquidity management. For me, trading is what I'm loving. I'm actually quite enjoying it, and hoping to do more of it, keep going with that. Like every day I'm usually able to make a good little chunk. There are days where I'm in losses. Like today, my main account did well, but my other accounts didn't, because I was kind of diversifying my trades around, and just trying to build my whole portfolio up of money that I'm trading. And then from there, I'll get a live account that hopefully I will trade, as opposed to relying on the prop firms, because you never know where they're going to go or whatever. I mean, the one I'm trading on is really good and should be fine, but you never know. Any other questions, guys? If I missed anything, don't hesitate to pop it in here again, because I might have missed some stuff in the back end. But really looking forward to Nugget tomorrow with James. Oh, I see possibly hidden. Maybe. Hey, can you hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like my camera shit the bed. So
interesting, but nice to have you back, and nice that you can hear me. That makes this easier. I'm glad you're having a good laugh, MG40. Gotta love technology. So, and that laptop in the back of me there, that's hidden is hidden. Yes, you are.
Yep.
It's weird. It's actually got your little background, but then it's got this little other thing you had up earlier. But anyways, how are you, sir?
I'm better. Yourself?
Good. Been better?
Yeah.
As in you're
like
not.
Like I was telling these guys, I said last week that I got back into doing Forex and was running bot that ended up getting liquidated Monday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So just trying like a Forex bot like we were trying before and stuff, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I got one I'm looking at that you have to set it yourself and stuff. I haven't had a chance. I wish I had freaking no more time sometimes, and money to do these things, because right now I'm kind of just, my money's my trading money, and that goes straight into my account. I have another account which I'm hoping I can do payouts in crypto to try and keep it in crypto, but a lot of it right now goes to my business account, which makes it a little. I mean, it's not impossible to bring it back into crypto. I just don't prefer to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, perfect. Sorry. So yeah. And which bot was it? Do you know?
It's called Sauce.
Okay, that's not the one I'm looking to try. Hopefully to help this guy with some promotion, but we see how those always sometimes go. I try and be cautious, but bots are bots, and I think somebody said it earlier. Some of them can be quite crap. And unfortunately, even the good ones can still crap out on you. I didn't get into that. I have nothing to do with Project 79 or Sahara or any of that. I'm sorry to all of you guys that do. I stayed away from it because it to me, it was like yield nodes. It was like all those other ones. It was a lot of very big ideas with people that didn't necessarily know how to work them, in my opinion. Like when I saw them on James Felton's show and stuff like that, they talked a good talk, but I never... That's it. People give, and not to get on a rant, but people give James a bad name sometimes about him shilling stuff and whatever. And I'm like, I have saved money off of a lot of projects I've seen him talk about because it's given me a chance to know who they are. And even for myself, I've had people on the channel too. And I've come back to my Discord afterwards and say, yeah, I'm not doing that, guys. Because it allows me to do that. So I normally am not good at picking the winners. The problem is none of us are. Let's be real. We've all it doesn't matter. Like it's great. Okay, I saved myself from Project 79, but I didn't save myself from Morphi. I didn't save myself from PGV. I mean, PGV I got money out, but I ended up losing it in what is it, Merbots?
Bots or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was Merv bots. I think they were like sniper bots or whatever, and they were like, yeah. So yeah, so I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. It's kind of what it is. What it is. Sorry, my wife is sending me something. I have no idea what this is. It's like from a Discord, so I don't know. Oh, my wife probably got her first DM from somebody in Discord because I set her up because we have kind of a family one for fun. I want to read that on. The actual winners have not gone around paying for much promo like Flex. And yeah, exactly. Right. Like it's and to me, it comes down to like what I said before, Toro, is it's about how you're managed. We have a bunch of people that don't know how to manage a business, trying to manage business. And I've made my mistakes. Like you guys know, I like PVGV. I trust somebody I shouldn't have. I mean, Creative Wealth is different. I mean, he tried to create a product. He tried to create a bot. He tried to create a trading system that could work. And unfortunately, we hit those roadblocks back in the past. But stuff like Warfi, stuff like all these different ones, it's so hard. And yes, Nugget has not been around forever, but there's very big differences, Blackhawk, and that of how we're managing it compared to how these other ones have been managed. And really, truly, I feel, and please, I am happy to be humbled and corrected, and I have no issues having real conversations with you guys about all this. And Flex too. There's a very different way of how these were managed. And we can literally go down the list of them. You guys can name any name, and we can probably go through why they failed. So
that's actually not a bad idea for one of these nights.
Yeah, just to go through. Yeah.
Well, a night of like reflection or something. So we have a list of what not to this happened. And
the worst thing is, though, Hidden, is most of it's like one thing. It's one guy or person. Let's not be, but I mean, most of them are guys that controlled everything, that was not transparent to anybody, and something went wrong. And instead of being transparent to the group when it went wrong or when it first took a step back, they decided to run it into the ground. Like I'm trying to think of one that didn't go, or it was a Ponzi and they were hidden from the camera and didn't know anybody. But so, like I'm trying to think, is there any other reason why? Like I don't even know. Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, we run from one to another.
There was one, I forget what one it was, but I'm pretty sure the, like you said, the one owner, he ended up snorting most of the money.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, so there's one other different. But that's somebody not managing the business properly. But, Jesus, I didn't hear that one. Or I did and forgot about it.
Fucking, what's his name with Drip?
Oh, friggin' Forex?
Forex, yeah.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah. So dude was a total cokehead.
And Delphi, I don't know if you guys, well, actually, let me see if I can share this. And I apologize, Delphi. This is not me trying to rub anything in, but I decided to buy some trunk not that long ago. It was a little bit of, I'll say insider trade. Like it was quoted by, I think, what bank teller or whatever, saying, "Hey guys, get in now," and whatever. And it wasn't just, it was through some private places that I'd seen it. So I'm going to share this, I guess. Share. I'm going to see if this pops up. You guys can't see my wallet, eh? Damn it. How do I share? Oh, I wonder if I can go to a screen. Okay, stop. Remove that.
Infinite.
Well, it's because it's in my Rabby wallet. Like I use Rabby now, and is there a way to use a Rabby? Is there a Rabby DApp? Because that's what I need.
It's an extension, I believe.
Or dashboard. That's what I need. Dashboard. Let's see if there's a Rabby dashboard. Sorry, guys. Does anybody know about a Rabby dashboard? If so,
I don't know. I don't use Rabby.
Actually, you know what I can do? I can do a screenshot. Let's do this. So I put $400 in trunk not that long ago. And this is my first DeFi win, I think, of actually playing with a token. There we go. So let's do that. And then I will see if I can share that. Share screen. Share screen. Window. This one. There we go. I can do it. So Delphi, sorry, just quickly thing. And this is actually what's going to pay. And funny Gabo's here because I already told him this. This is what's going to help me buy a whole bunch of other degen type toys, but through through Monstros, which I do trust, unlike a lot of this other bullshit we're dealing with. So I bought this at $477, full transparency, on the 12th of April. And now I have $3,000. So that's kind of cool and fun. Wow. And again, sorry, Delphi, because I know lots of people lost a lot of money in that one, and I don't envy them for doing that. But
you better swap. Can you swap that?
Yeah. Well, I haven't. Oh, I don't know. Can I? Jesus,
I don't
know. I'm just going to find out. I think you can. You must be able to, but there's probably a tax. But so anyway,
take that shit and run.
Well, exactly. Well, I'm going to pull a bunch of it out. I'm going to let a little bit ride because it could go the parabolic, whatever, but I'm going to take a bunch out now. I was at 1,200 a couple of days ago and it keeps going. So, yeah, so we'll play, but debank is Rabby. It's Rabby portfolio. Oh yeah, true. I could have gone to debank. You're right. So yeah, that gas token. I did, but $30 worth. So yeah, we don't know why Hidden's hidden. He's playing games with us.
Gotta get my camera working again.
Yeah, and friggin' BNB right now is nuts. Sorry, anything else here I missed that you saw? So glad I ditched Warfi. I trust nobody. I finally stopped losing when I invested all my money in my hard wallet. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Holding. Who would have thunk that was the best way to go? A lot of people did, but it's been around for a minute. It doesn't have a I 100% Blackhawk, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not even here to really shill Nugget. I do talk about it now because people are asking. I do enjoy what we're doing. I'm really excited for how the team coexists and communicates, and I like the transparency because I can go and look at anybody's wallet on the team and see what they're doing. I hold no money from the treasury. I only am able to analyze the money and see it. So I go in every little bit and just kind of pull up the wallets and have a look around, just again to have that accountability on everybody. But yeah, this one guy problem is it's ridiculous, right? Like Alpha Shares too, same thing. Like everybody's getting hit with this one person with nobody somehow. Like, how do they raise all this money without setting up systems so that they can hold each other accountable? So that if something goes wrong or somebody goes rogue or something happens, there's a way to pull the rug from underneath them instead. So yeah, nice. You got some trunk. Yeah, I'm up. Well, as you can see, 400 to 3K. So that's a good few X's.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So yeah. And thanks, Fighting. I'll have to remember debank next time instead of doing the screenshot. But what else we got? Yeah, and this is all our problems, right? That's why I hate doing tokens, to be honest with you. This is like one of the first wins I've had. I hate doing them because usually I'm the one friggin' losing. You definitely can make money with Ponzi's, but the risk to lose is always higher. Yeah, and that's why I don't like it anymore. I don't have fun in worrying the next day whether my money is there. And the idea of like trying to time it and then going to bed going, you know what? I think this will last one more night. How many times have any of us done that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah. And then the morning comes and you're like, really?
Looking back at it now, I should have learned my first lesson with Sphere. When I was up like 10 grand, I'm like, it's going to go up to like 15, 20. I'll sell then. And the next night it dumps.
This is going to be my 500X. Yeah, I was at a cottage. We've talked about it. I was at a cottage and I showed my brother-in-law. I'm like, dude. And I should have hit sell. Bunch of BNB and PvP money just before the recent pump. Quite happy with the earning. Yeah, no doubt. Nicely done there. PvP's been doing well as well. We did well with it during when Matic pumped. So thanks, MG40. Love you too. If something happens to Keith, I'm telling you right now, I'm running away from Monstro's money. I'm running away from Monstro's money or with Monstro's money. What are you doing there, Gabo?
Tisk.
I only went heavy into Nugget Fund because of how it's structured, and I'm thinking of going more. And again, Delphi, please don't let me be any guide for that, as we all will do the not financial advice. But yeah, I do appreciate that, and I do feel like we've got something special here. Just like Flex is something special. I mean, I get that it's that one's been a slower run kind of thing getting up to where it is, but we know they're there. We know they're working, all that kind of stuff, and the Dex is coming, all that stuff. You did an update, I'm assuming, while I wasn't around.
Yes. Yep.
And gotta run, pocket hidden pleasure. Thanks so much, MG40. And I'll check out the ticket later. So
you can't see me, but I'm waving by.
There you go. And Huss, you did mention something about Gray Fund, and anyways, I don't know. I'm trying to find your comment before. Guys, did you hear Gray Fund is opening up new funds, which has a cap of 100 million this time? They will be capping their 70 million fund very soon. So this one is more for trading, apparently. Yeah, I don't. That to me, that's a sign. That to me is not a very good sign.
No, it's not a good sign. Like, I agree with you 100%. That means there's something wrong with the first, so they got to get money from other people to pay back the first 70 million.
Yeah. So, eek. Anyways, hopefully not. I know some guys in there. I've tried to ask them questions. It's been a little bit cagey. And again, I don't know who's accountable. And for me, that's going to be my biggest thing now. Even when I want to know who's accountable for the money. Is there more than one person? Like, this is going to be some of my questioning when I get into stuff, because I mean, again, we've seen it time and time again. And what happens when something changes? When the accountability changes, who's telling who? Who's being accountable to who on that point? Like, we need to have, there's no reason why. Anyways, you know where I'm going with that, guys. So I'm not going to keep harping on it. But, and yes, Flex is magnifico. And hidden, check Discord.
Sorry.
Oh, you walked away? I can't tell you. See when you walk away, so you have to tell me.
I did.
Oh, did you? Oh, when I was talking. Yeah. Hidden check Discord, or you did. Both investing in tokens, especially those in projects, is you can't predict the unexpected. Black swans. Yeah, well, exactly. Like, you never know what it's going to be and what's going to happen. So, exactly what I was thinking. I've been de-risking the last few months. I have 40K left in there. Okay. Yeah, no, I would, be cautious, but yeah. My wife fell asleep, so I take over the TV. See you guys. Okay, no worries. Enjoy Mortified. Thanks for sneaking by. Have a good one. We did do that earlier, piece of meditation, so you're welcome to head back. Honestly, there's nothing new with that one right now. So we're still waiting for Flex, because that's our biggest holding. So when they start paying out in a bigger way, we'll have payouts for that to go for sure. People been putting money in Gray Fund, and their TBL is so big, but I have heard from so many people it is a time bomb. Rather not join now. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, no worries, peace meditation. I still gave you kind of the synopsis, but I just thought I'd let you know that we did talk about it a little bit, but no worries. Thanks for coming by either way. Sorry, what were you saying, Hidden?
I was going to say, to go along with Gabo's, that one right there. Yeah. It's kind of like baked beans coming back with Kratos. I mean, It's been out for 2 weeks, and they just did the AMA with James today.
Yeah, I missed a little bit, but
I would not join that with your money, let alone my own.
Yeah.
Those things you got to be in before they even start, or it's a waste of time.
Well, especially right now, there's not enough volume in the space, and I mean, I know they're trying to create revenue sources for it and that kind of stuff, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I have no desire for that anymore, especially now that I'm trading. It's like, this is where I want to put my efforts, because this is where I am in control. I still like some of the projects, certain ones, if I can, like I said, Nugget, Flex. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't even know what else there is right now. Because at least I know the people involved. I have faith and trust in who's involved. And when I don't have faith and trust, I have ways of checking things, at least on Nugget side. You guys, I hope you're going to tell me if anything goes a little bit haywire. But again, I have no desire anything of going haywire. Black, what are you talking about? Oh, Pizza Tower. Is that still around? You make me.
I feel like we're going to get into like Pizza Tower 727.
Yeah, exactly. Orca got a facelift in their UI on Solana. Ooh. I do want to get, and that's my next step. Once I've got this trading revolving a pretty good income, my afternoons I might actually try and I want to try and make all my income through this stuff. I don't really want to make income through YouTube. I don't anyways. I do charge for a couple of videos here and there, but in the most part, I don't try to. Even if I think somebody's got a good team and stuff, I'll oftentimes do them for them, just to kind of help me understand them a little bit more. Like Swap, they're closing down again, or they're closing down to new investors soon. I think that
Stable Swap.
Sorry, thank you. I heard I've got to talk to him and see if he wants to come on again, just to kind of go over what that all means. So again, I understand it better.
That's a great sign.
Well, no, but they're stopping, like they're turning off the faucet, right? Nobody else can bring new money in. So that is if they keep paying everybody.
But where's their money coming from? Where's that revenue coming from?
Supposedly it's from, like, I did the AMA with them already, so it's all coming from them doing like fiat movements for certain countries into crypto and vice versa, because some countries don't have access to it, so they've created throughputs through actual like real countries to have actual legislation to be allowed to do it.
You mean kind of like how everything's been getting shut down in South America?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't think they're. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been looking at it much, but I don't know. But maybe, yeah, maybe they're finding they're running out of what they need to do. So, there we go. So Huss, I know he was the one that actually told me to get there. Working like a charm. It's from Top Dwan Tech, best project in crypto. Danny, yeah, exactly. He's a good guy. Like I had a really good chat with him. Again, I hate putting my stamp on anything because, well, we all know where that goes. But there were a few Forex Ponzi's that lasted 3 years or so. At the end were Ponzi's, so can't trust a project only because been paying for so long. Yeah, exactly. You can't trust freaking anything in this space.
You really can't. And that's I don't want to say that because there are things you can trust.
Of course. I mean, liquidity pools, liquidity farming is still there. We're still moving money in DeFi. People are still going to keep trying meme coins and stuff like that. There's still ways to take advantage of those situations, but it's just people are hard to trust, unfortunately. Or even then, they make mistakes, and unfortunately, those mistakes end up costing a lot of money, which is hard. So, hate to be doom and gloom, guys, but I guess sometimes we have to get in that mode. But but thanks, Huss, for keeping me in the loop in there. I have, like I said, I should maybe talk to Danny again about coming on, just for the changes that are going on, because I have no issue bringing people that are trying to keep on motivating the space in a good way and bringing in new things, or at least offering opportunities as to why he's doing it. So I'll have to send him a DM.
And that's the problem, even the good people are getting overshadowed by the assholes and the thieves,
Yeah. Well, because they can pay the money, because they're Ponzi. They can pay the money to market it up the wazoo.
Yeah. So,
and even the ones that can pay the money, the ones that are choosing not to, is because they're finding other ways. Like you guys raised a decent amount of. Now it was in the bull, but still, you guys raised a decent amount of money in fairly short time. Even Nugget, we've been, I think, 70 days or so, and we've raised 300,000, which I think is great in this market right now. And Monstros keeps doing some really good raises here and there and stuff through their stuff, and been kind of doing it over time. And they hit 1 million payouts, which is amazing, and have options for things coming down the road that won't be sunk costs, which will help attract even more new people, I think, to their portfolio and the way they're managing things. So I think we're finally getting some white hat exposure. It's just taken a long time, and unfortunately, it took a loss like Warfi too, in some ways, to make people really kind of second guess. But even then, that hurts us just as much as it hurts them in some ways, because people lose faith in what we can possibly do for them.
Yeah.
Any other questions, guys? Any other thoughts? Yeah, I don't really know what else to get into today, because like I said, I'm getting really addicted to trading. And again, it's not always a green day, but I think yesterday was my first red day where I didn't actually make on all my accounts. But and I've lost some accounts here and there. Like I still make mistakes, but I'm being pretty cautious with it and doing all right. There's a guy who writes about crypto DeFi project Medium, Rainer Knapp. The guy is a rug magnet. Super. I think I've heard that name. So, but I don't read a whole lot of Medium articles. So, and I still see friggin' what's his face throwing up stuff. Thank you for doing the nod at the end. I was like, really? Why do we have to talk about it anymore? I think everybody's hopefully tired of that sort of by now. There's supposed to be stuff. Sounds good. Sorry, just checking a message because there's some stuff that happened in another place. DCAing and chilling right now. Good idea, Black. Sorry, what were you saying, Hidden?
I was going to say, you had to go and say something about D-Bank. Now I'm on D-Bank looking at all the whales with like $6 million. I don't know what to do with this many commas and zeros.
Nice. Jasmy has been interesting to research. What is Jasmy? Does anybody know about Weave? I think it's called, actually, because I have reached out to them because somebody mentioned them and said to go have a chat with them. So I am hopefully going to have a chat with them to kind of see what they're all about. So Steve Cook and Japan Prime Minister just talked about making this a part of their app store. Interesting. That would be kind of
Jasmy. Why does that sound familiar?
Jasmy price prediction company profile Jasmy with a whole bunch of Japanese language.
Internet of Thing platforms.
A fancy website with just the background with everything connecting. Yeah, it's quite the cookie cutter page, that's for sure. And Japan Prime Minister. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Have to take a look. Bought my first meth. Staked it on mantle. Good for you. I wouldn't recommend saying that out loud in front of a cop.
I bought meth.
Looks like it's been around for like some things have looked like they've been around for a long time, but weren't. But Jasmy has identity solution for phones. Interesting. Apple wants it on their phone. Well, that would be huge, obviously. So I'm hoping BioFi does some stuff with that kind of stuff, though, with their biometrics and stuff. I'm curious where they end up going with things, but that'll still take some time to get going. Actually, that could be a huge change for the system, for the space. And that's what bugs me more about these rig and rugs is their effect on DeFi. Like there's so much opportunity to blockchain, to the technology that's being built in here, but then people go and just waste, like gain people's trust and then waste the trust of DeFi away by doing something stupid. I'm not bitter.
No, not at all.
I don't even care about the money I lost because I'm gaining it back during trading. I care, but you know what I mean? But I care about like people's lives that are being affected that put way more than they should have theoretically, but still they're like, sorry guys, I'm done.
It's all good.
So interesting. I'll have to take a little look into Jasmy. Crypto. That's what I should be looking for. I didn't really. Did you find it actually? Like the website I found was kind of meh. Didn't really have anything. Japan's Bitcoin. Is that what it's supposed to be? Blockchain.
It's currently at 4 cents. I'm trading at 4 cents right now.
4 cents. That's something I'd like to maybe get my hands on for a bit.
I'm still waiting for Toby to do its thing.
Weave equals it won B&B grant second place and some stuff there. It already done by Dex Finance, for example, where people build and promote their vaults and promote it to people and share in fees and dApps cloud. Yeah, so that's what I looked at. Interesting. Yeah, no, I haven't. I like I said, I looked into them a little bit. I know they got exposed and stuff. So, Binance stuff. I'm not a coin trader. I don't deal in coins. I don't like. I'm more about the DeFi space. I'm more of a trader now. I do other things. So that's why I haven't heard of Jasmy. But that's what these guys come in and tell me about all this stuff, and we have chats about it. So, but that's cool. It's a top 100 coin. So obviously, it's got some value and worthwhile to look at. And I do want to get us to be more robust in what we discuss here, but we're just chilling. DeFi Finance makes me nervous for some reason. That one's been around for a bit, hasn't it, Tet? Or Dex Finance, yeah. That's been around for a bit, I think. And yeah, I've always kind of but I haven't done a lot in it, so I can't say much. And I don't know if you saw that, but he's telling you he has a couple million, Toby. Not too shabby.
Wish we were at Bill's level, though.
Yeah.
couple, tens of trillions.
Yeah. Yep. Anything else, guys? I'm kind of tapped out on stuff. We had that whole problem with the whole 50% of people say Jasmine is a coin and the other 50% love it. Interesting. Oh, a scam coin. Okay, that makes more sense. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the website and stuff, and I'm like, at first glance, I'd think it was scam too, but it'd be interesting to see if it actually turns out to be something of value. But just my looking around, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't see any value to this, but a lot of fluff pieces saying it's going to go somewhere, but we shall see. Yeah. Anything else from you, Hidden?
No, nothing here. Like I said, it's been kind of a bad week for me, at least. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we all, it's like, yeah, you weren't in Mortify at all, though. This was just with the bot stuff you were trying out. And sorry, was that on a prop firm you said again? Or was that?
Nope. No, you were doing my money. Yeah.
Okay. Darn it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll have to maybe invite you over to the one that I'm looking at right now. I haven't had time to look at it too much, but you can actually program to do whatever you want. And there's some guys that are very good at that have already been doing it that can help guide you towards the settings, almost like what they were doing in what the hell's his name that was doing the Forex stuff in a Discord?
Paladin?
Yes, Paladin. So when they were doing stuff, you kind of set the settings up and stuff yourself for the bot. So there's some different things you can do there with it, I guess. But yeah, the problem is a lot of these ones, I find their prices so much up front that it makes it really hard, which I guess is good if it works. But when you don't have proof of it working, it's kind of hard. Various keeps telling me that Deep in Nerevad has the most chances of Moon in this coming bull run. I agree. I would probably put Deepin up there a little bit. The issue with Deepin is there's a lot of things out there right now where they give you free tokens and you can ROI quite nicely, which is good, but then it peters off really quick because the volume gets high and then everybody's just selling their tokens. I mean, I did well with Demo, but now it's kind of like I'm not making as much every week, so it's just kind of piddling a little bit. I mean, again, another rush to the market, they could do very, very well, especially if people start buying the hardware again and stuff. But it's just one of those things that kind of goes peaks and valleys. We've seen it with even in the past. Oh my gosh, those. What was that one that starts with an H, I think? Frick. Brain is not working today. What's that one they had the miners
HMT.
HMT, yes. What's
HMT,
that called?
Yeah. Helium.
Helium. So Helium was, thank you. Everybody came out at the same time. Helium and stuff. It ends up creating some pretty big issues and stuff, and it just over time it just kind of deflates and it ends up not making money. And the problem is because these idiots go in and buy like 50 of the miners and then resell them at double the price, they're just creating really big problems. And Binance stuff, a lot of people in here have been in Aerodrome and stuff. I haven't personally done it because, like I said, my motivation has been mostly learning to trade over the last year. But there's a lot of guys that have done liquidity farming and used Aerodrome for different things. And Aero and Aerodrome, Black Hawkins always been talking about that. And yes, Ted, I do agree. They do have the mobile token too, which I guess has helped them and helped reinvent themselves. But that's the issue with, I just mean in general, Deepin kind of has that like mass scale of people getting it and getting into it and all that stuff. And then it hits kind of this certain spot where everybody's selling and they don't build any new utility to create revenue. And so, all that stuff becomes hard. So, and yes, Ted's also been one that's talked about Aerodrome and Velodrome and all that stuff. Again, not somewhere I've played yet, but have you played in there at all?
Yeah, I was in there for a bit, and then we opened up, what you can call it, the DEX seed sale, so I took all the money out and put it in there.
Put it in there, which I agree. Doing the flex decks, and yeah, a few people in here have definitely talked about Manta Chain and meth. I keep saying meth. I don't know why I want to say meth, but meth, and yeah, meth. And then we need to get your camera fixed for next week. So, do you have any reason or any thoughts as to why, or just?
It's super fucking hot here tonight, so I'm guessing it probably just overheated.
Sexy might be doing something tomorrow. That sounds sexy. I'm just looking it up there. Sexy crypto. So many things. So little time. Oh, ETH XY, I presume. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that's it. That's not it. I don't think. Sexy Bitcoin. No, what am I talking about? Oh, is it? Sorry, Binance. Is it the ETH XY? That's the sexy one? ETH XY. So you think that's gonna 35% today? It's already done something. But it definitely could pump further, that's for sure. That's not a bad little chart. I got to get this onto I don't usually work. I think my settings have reset. I don't usually work in white. There we go. So there you go. There's not a bad looking one maybe for anybody that wants to play around with some fun money. That's a nice little 1 day pump though. 7 days. I guess it just started. Oh, and a whole lot of that. But I guess they were getting ready. I have to go look at things. I'm not playing with stuff, but there we go. So there's some pools with Aerodrome. That's what he's probably looking at. Some good volume starting. Interesting. Is that your realm of stuff, Binance stuff? Yeah, I just saw that big pool on Aerodrome. Nice. Oh, am I mixing up two things, Black? I need to get more versed in this stuff. There's too many things.
Well, no, the problem is they all sound the same.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all over the. Anyone have a feeling of if Polygon gets it? I hope they do. I think they finally will, but who the hell knows? They did a whole bunch of it's going to be interesting to see with them, because the big thing with them is whether the partnerships that they've babbled about ever come to fruition, right? Because back during the last bull, it was Disney, it was this, it was that. So yeah, if it's gonna work out, it's gonna need some of those things to actually come to a point where it's not just talk, and if they can get one of those things nailed down, then yeah, it can be pretty huge. But then they also have to keep their freaking gas from not transactions from failing and other stuff when they get too busy. Spread too thin FOMO. I try to. Well, I'm not really buying any of this stuff. I don't know if you heard earlier buying this stuff, but I actually own Trunk. As crazy as that may sound, but I've gone from 400 to 3K in the last little bit. I will definitely not be keeping that much longer, but yeah, Pendle did well for a bit. My Matic Soul pool has been steady. Nice. I got to go have a look at my my demo one. I just did that more for fun, to play around and learn about it, but then I'm never getting time to go look at it as much as I should. So I have my. Sorry, I'm babbling. When you're not on camera, it makes it even worse. I just keep talking.
Fine. Don't worry.
Where's my? Oh, I need it. Oh, there we go. 2.9. See, this just keeps going down. I gotta learn more. I gotta be better, because I keep just losing. It keeps kind of gradually going down, and it keeps rebasing itself. But I guess when there's a pump, I'm probably gonna do really well, I presume, because I'm still getting good fees sometimes daily and stuff. But it keeps rebalancing. Where is it? I thought it said it down here. Oh, maybe I have to click on this. There we go. Yeah, so it's rebalanced 135 times. So I think it's because it's been kind of getting out of range and staying out of range for too long. But I keep collecting fees. I have to see how much this spreads. Anyways, I got to learn this better. I am not good at this stuff yet. I want to get better at it, and I really like the idea behind it. But like I said, all my stuff has been put into trading. Yeah, Binance, when you started talking, actually, Tet and Blackhawk and those two guys talked about a lot of the stuff you mentioned. Hey, Gabbo, what are you talking about? I'm leveraging the bleep out of extra fi on every pool I'm in. Kind of helping. Yes, you are. Also, an interesting project. Wells, haven't seen that one. Interesting. So yeah, Tat, you need to tell me what I'm doing wrong here, because I think you do a lot of this stuff, and my Uniswap position with Demo is, I mean, maybe I'm fine. Maybe I'm going to end up being really good whenever the things rebound and stuff. But right now it's kind of just sort of dwindling, because I think I had 380 and now it's down to 290. But maybe because of my tokens, I'm fine. So anyways, guys, anything else before we run away, Hidden?
Not that I can think of.
There we go. Oh, well, thanks for. I know if you guys don't know, I'm sure most of you have seen Binance stuff. We've actually had some chats offline. He and I have had some good talks in positive ways. I know that he definitely does call out some of the stuff that tanks either before or after it tanks and whatnot. But I do appreciate anybody in the space trying to do the right thing and trying to be something different than just the regular shillers in here. So if you guys don't know him, have a look. I can't say I watch a ton of anybody's YouTube stuff, really, to be honest, but and it's not because of dislike or anything. I just don't get around to it because, like I said, the last little while, so I've been really focused on trading. Good chat tonight. Thank you, Gabo, for joining us. Thank you, Binance Stuff, Tet, and Blackhawk, as always, and a few of the others that dropped in. If you guys need anything, you know where to find me. And if you guys have any questions or anything or other stuff you want to see on the channel later on, Manic Miner. Oh yeah, my last video as me playing Manic Miner. Interesting. So yeah, if you guys have any, that's one thing I saw. This, what is this like? Have you seen this, Hidden? I just realized when he mentioned playing, it made me think of this gerbil thing or whatever on Telegram games.
Oh, somebody was actually talking about that in our one of our channels that we're in. I haven't played it yet, but somebody was talking about it.
Somebody sent me the thing and I went in there. Hamster combat. You're like tapping your screen and like it's like I'm like the guy needed me to do his thing and I'm like, you know what? I'll get in there. I'll do your little thing that you need, but I'm not spending time on this stuff. I appreciate what that stuff does, but when you start having to like tap a screen for 5 hours to get anything good, I'm like, nope, I'm done. It feels like an airdrop. I'm done. So yeah, thanks, Blackhawk, as always, and Funny Churro, thank you as always. I know you've been a little bit in and out, I think, lately, but I appreciate you. I've been seeing you back quite a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Like it was like literally, I get in there and I'm like, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. After about 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, yep, I did what you needed me to do. You got your little referral from me. Bye bye. So. Always a pleasure as well, Tet. Thank you. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day, evening, week, and all that jazz. And yeah, we'll talk at you in Discord or Telegram or wherever. So I'll have my weekly roundup with Nugget on Thursday. We're on James Pelton tomorrow with Nugget. And good night, man, and stuff. Thank you. And yeah, so we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.